stop right there. Before we transition into a reality that isn't there, let me explain this now. King, queen, don't need them. Jade, let me explain this again for you. Since you go into your women-like menopausal mindset and can't process reality. You see, all I've been doing for the past few years is doing what's best for me. Because clearly you, your racist mother, and your brainwashed kids can't do that. But let's look at what I've done for many people. I take time out of my day for small things that in the long run don't matter. Hell, I showed up at Mineshaft to spend time with you only for you to turn out to be a two-faced snake. And for what? Because I don't live on your time schedule? Because I moved back to Vegas and you aren't along for the ride? Huh? Because you have went from Ground Round to Burger King to fucking Walmart to here to there. And you're an adult and can't even adult. Thus leading you to feel like you disappointed your children. Hell, you had to brainwash your own daughter Harlequin to call me daddy when I'm not even in the fucking picture. You done brainwashed a child. Hell, it's a slap in the face to entire culture because her middle name doesn't apply to even you. And I'm not in the picture to lift up that cultural ideology that you have in the middle name. No. No surprise there, but what are you going to do? You're going to do the same thing my own mother did. Or do the same thing that exes before you have done. Yada, yada, yada. You're going to make me a scapegoat to make you feel better. You're going to make the king into a joker so the queen feels like they're the queen. Bitch, you don't even have a control of your own life. Hell, I gifted Jay's, your little son, that title out of good faith. It was for him, not you. But what do? You drop it back off my doorstep. Not because you don't want anything to do with me, but because every sentiment that I ever had to you and that family was legit, but any sentiment that you had to me was only to use me to fill a void of a parent. Because who we all know, all your ex-husbands haven't been exactly nice to you. But what's the worst I ever done, huh? Oh, that's right, because according to you, I should have myself. But what good would that do? Huh? Because how am I supposed to exact my revenge by succeeding if I'm 6 feet under, huh? Every nickname you had queen in it. You ain't no queen. Hell, you ain't even an OG. You're barely making it by with the life you're living. And if you want me off this planet so bad, how come you haven't come down that driveway and done anything about it yourself? Why? Oh, because I don't want to go to jail. Oh well. You do a lot of this and no action. One, you're not willing, able, or capable to make any of the sacrifices I am. You think your mother being a racist piece of garbage would have been enough to force you to do better. Nope. The issues between us are on you, not me. I go out to Vegas and you're not along with. You're not there to leech or ride my coattails. You don't have no love for me in your system. All you ever wanted from me was to fill a void of a stepfather role. You were so quick to drive down here to get the dick, but not enough to better yourself. And at some point, all the accidents you've been in, I'm mad at. Not because the drivers can't drive, not because you were injured, But because someone like you, had to fucking survive, didn't they? You are no beneficial to anyone in society. You are not beneficial. You have no backbone, no killer instinct. If you want to keep telling yourself you have that, that's fine. But all your actions and everything you said have proven otherwise. Because no matter what I've done or will do, because I am not how you want me to be, you're going to just paint me a villain, aren't you? You couldn't do what I do. If you were to go on the streets right now with your kids, no income, no job, no car, and same thing happened to me, guess who's surviving? Not fucking you. All you do is bitch, moan, cry, and complain that you've been so wrong, you've been hurt, you're getting... I've had the same career paths my entire life. You went from Ground Round to Burger King to this, to that, to fucking a tropical smoothie cafe, to Walmart, back to someone else, back to here, back to here. Why? It's not the employees, it's you. Jade, have you never taken fucking accountability for anything? Hell, even to the small thing. I walk everywhere. And I remember getting in a car accident. Simple shit like that. With all the weight you're trying to lose, you would think walking everywhere, no matter how long the distance, would benefit you. It would show motivation. It would show determination. Other things you do not fucking have. I am doing much better in life now that I dropped your ass of dead weight and any other dead weight. But see, the problem is, bridges only get burnt because people can't pull their own weight. If from day one you have the willingness, the backbone, the grit, the killer instinct to live the life with me rather than fight the current, it would have been fine. But you're trying to be so independent. You're only acting independent because you can't fill the void you wanted to fill. You, of all people, can't stop me from being me. Can't stop my success. You can't put me in the ground. You can't halt or hinder anything I'm doing. So why the fuck you gotta act like a threat when you ain't? What the fuck are you gonna do? And I mean this by not what are you gonna do to me, but what are you gonna do about your life? Because it's falling apart. And who called that? Because if you notice, I have a weird butterfly effect, a weird domino effect. Because everyone that crossed paths with me seems to go in a downward spiral. And it can't be fixed or redeemed. Jade, Baker, until you take accountability, build grit, get a fucking backbone, develop a killer instinct, become determined and motivated. And until you stop painting me as the bad guy and learn to work with me, with everything I can provide, me and my business alike, you cannot, will not destroy anything about my legacy. And you're gonna stuck being the same injury-prone, deadbeat mother with a delusion of grandeur. Take accountability and grow up. Or else I swear to God, I hope the next time there's an accident, it's not on accident. And I hope whatever the issue is, rather than be injured, I hope it does to you what you claim should happen to me. 6 feet under. Not like your kids are gonna miss you. You're a deadbeat anyway. Checkmate, bitch.